As regulators, we must always act in the public interest. It is the public we serve, and the regulatory systems that we seek to uphold the integrity of are really important to the people of Aotearoa. What I want to talk to you a bit about is regulatory capture. There's a couple of examples of how that can happen, where the regulator adopts an operational approach that favours a particular stakeholder's interests, and that's because they've become very close to the stakeholder, they understand their business, and they may adopt a softer approach because they've built up a lot of trust. Where the regulator places too much reliance on the stakeholder's information provided without verification, because of that trust that's built up, can also result in regulatory capture and poor performance of the regulatory system because things are not verified and things are not checked. If the regulator doesn't manage conflicts of interest properly, that can unduly affect the relationship as well. Now, conflicts of interest can always occur because New Zealand is a very small country. It is quite possible that you will know someone in the business you're trying to regulate, or you'll have purchased services from them, or you'll have some sort of relationship with them. That's really easy to manage. You just declare that conflict up front, and your manager will help you work through it and put some strategies in place to protect you and to protect the regulated system. One of the things that can happen with regulatory capture is that it can result in lax enforcement. Inadequate regulation or regulations that actually benefit specific industries or companies, that means that the regulatory system is at risk of failing or is non-performing. If we can think about regulatory capture as a continuum, at one end you have a collaborative relationship which can be essential in many regulatory contexts, and at the other end you have corruption. So let's think about a collaborative relationship. When you're engaging with a client, it's really important that we have good rapport with them, that we have built up a bit of trust between us so that they will tell us all of the things that are going on in their organisation, that we can guide them through the regulatory process. At the other end, you have corruption. Corruption is where the regulator is completely captured. They are benefiting from the regulated party, things like gifts, things like free services, which completely put the integrity of the regulatory system at risk. There are a number of strategies that regulators use to avoid regulatory capture. Your organisation will have many of these in place. We'll start with clear guidelines, regulations, codes of conduct, policies and decision-making criteria. Those are the things that guide us. Those are the rule book, those are the SOPs, the things that we use in our training and that guide our day-to-day mahi. Another thing we can do is regularly monitor and evaluate our performance. If we're transparent and allow the public to see what we're doing, the public input into our work, we will gain trust and we will not have our integrity breached. That also means things like having your boss check your work, having it checked by an independent person who can give you critical feedback to help you improve your performance, providing those checks and balances that ensure that we are doing our work correctly and with integrity. Another thing we can do is to periodically rotate our staff through different business units to prevent close relationships from developing with the regulated parties. What that also does is allows fresh eyes on problems and regulatory issues and creates a continuous improvement cycle that improves the work that we do. If you want to learn more about regulatory capture and your part in avoiding it, talk with your manager. Your managers have experience in this and they know how to deal with it, and they have the strategies to help you prevent it happening in your work. They'll point you in the right direction about what to do in your job.